Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Monday, guys. Bitcoin. It's kind of chill today. Aerodrome went crazy for some reason. Everything else, pretty boring. But Bitcoin, the king of kings, Bitcoin continues to look absolutely gorgeous. On the eve of the first rate cut in quite some time. Let's discuss and figure out if we're gonna panic sell or lock in and buy even more. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome, welcome, welcome. Smash the like button on your way in. I appreciate you guys for joining me. Happy Monday. Let's get right into the charts. Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Oh, the beard needs a little bit of grooming, I see. Maybe a little bit of a comb. Okay, let me switch my audio really quick. Uno momento. Sweet. Okay. Currently, Bitcoin is trading at 115,346 and 62 cents. Looking good. What is that? 15,766 for? I'm not entirely sure why that's there. What's going on, Teach J-Share 2.0. Tom Solak Scout. What's going on, guys? Happy Monday. Bitcoin dominance 58.18. We are continuing to rebound. It did break back above 57.68 and retested, found support, continued, and got above 58 again as well. So we might be looking at a sustained uptrend for Bitcoin dominance. We'll see. It does look like a strong bounce to me, but we'll see what happens. We got a little double bottom action on Market Cipher with a confirmed green dot way the heck back here, so I don't even know if that's relevant. Needless to say, alts are kind of getting a little spicy as of late. But Bitcoin 115,346. Let's go refresh our liquidation heat map and see where we're at. I'm excited. I'm excited for the Fed decision on Wednesday, because no matter what, look at that. Look at that. It's going to result in some volatility. We got 115,657. And at the top of that bad boy, I guess I'll go right here, 116,472. This is very interesting, because this looks like the weekend liquidation heat map, 114,190. And we did acknowledge yesterday that it hadn't really changed, which normally Sunday's the day that it does change. And 113,375. I mean, there was definitely a lot more, I don't know, what do you call it? Thickness? It was a lot thicker yesterday than it was the day before, but it was still the same mirrored levels. So right now we're trading nicely in between those, and potentially trying to get back above 115.5. I don't know. It seems like a struggle bus. Honestly, seems like we're going to push down heading into the Fed rate cut, but that's strictly based on us being overbought on a 4-hour time frame and cooling off for a relatively extended period of time based on short term. So we'll see where we end up. Currently, I'm kind of enjoying it. The RSI needs to cool off. Momentum wave needs to cool off. A lot of alts especially. We'll see how they look today. Today they should look a lot better. Coach said, "How the market going, bro? 2 days left." I know, dude. I'm stoked. I'm super stoked. ETH is down 1.78% on the day. Ooh, look at that. ETH perfectly retraced down to our 44.88 level and bounce off of that very nicely. And I mean, it's holding it as support, which is awesome. RSI seems to be getting a reaction off of 40 with that bounce at 44.80. And momentum wave potentially trying to curl up here. So we might get a little bit of a rebound out of ETH. This breakout guess is still... I suppose I'm going to change this. Oh. There we go. No? I can't do that? There we go, yeah. Okay. JJ's old breakout guess. Fed rate cut day. Okay, got it. So, ETH 45.21. Metrics are resetting on all of our indicators, so we'll see where we end up. Sol seemingly rejecting 245, currently sitting at 233. It did get below our midpoint, which is probably around 236. So we should maybe look for a retrace to down to 225, but it could very well rebound right here, just below our midpoint. This is a reversal candle, or a reversal wick, I guess you could call it. It's a candle. It's a reversal candle. So hopefully that results in some upside. Otherwise, extended downside, look for support at 225. And worst case scenario, we could retrace all the way down to our upper trend line, which as of right now would probably put it around 212, 213. Giovanni said yo-yo on the moon. Hopefully tomorrow or Wednesday. We shall see. What stinks is I'm pretty sure I'm going to be at work on Wednesday. So, I'll be tuning in for the aftermath. Tyler said, I'm pooping. Is it wrapped in bacon by some chance? Total 3. Currently down 1.33% on the day. We did break below 1.13 and retested, confirmed that as resistance now, and we're continuing the downside. Midpoint bounce as we speak. That midpoint number, 1.1 on the dot. Currently sitting at 1.11. So if we continue up, awesome. We'd have to try to break 1.13 again. If we end up losing that 1.1 support, then 1.07 is in the cards for a full retrace. RSI is resetting, momentum wave resetting. Everything looks good. Solix said, Colin's sick on Wednesday, pussy. I think the problem is I missed a day last week and I missed a day the week before. So I've been surviving off of 4-day work weeks, and y'all ain't exactly drowning me in super chats. The justification for the call-in is far outweighed by the the hourly wage. Tom Solix also said ETH breaks 5K after rate cut. Lots of people thinking of 50 cut, even though betting odds are highly in favor of 25. I unfortunately, I feel like we're probably just going to get to 25. If we get to 50, that'd be sick, unless it was negative, but we'll see. Tyler said, want to find out Discord? Dude, if you sent me a picture of your turd, I'd probably block you. That'd be so messed up. There's that meme, that guy was, maybe it's not a meme, it might be a video. The dude's buddies like wrote his number on the inside in Sharpie on the inside of a porta potty, and it just says, send me a picture of your poop. And he said for the last 10 years, because he doesn't want to change his number, for the last 10 years he just gets pictures of people's poop like 2-3 times a week. And the porta potty moves, like construction site one day, maybe it'll be at a fair the next week or something like that. I was cracking up when I saw that video, dude. I was like, that sucks so bad. I would have changed my number. I would have changed my number after the first month. But like, nope, not doing it. Anyways, total 3. We'll see if we see some strength. Otherwise, 1.07 is in the cards. ADA is down 2.77% on the day, currently trading at 86.32. A little baby bounce, I suppose. Reversal candle looks relatively decent. And this is in a, I guess I would call this a temporary support level based on previous rejection and support. Or no, technically, actually, it's the midpoint. This is the midpoint in between 89 and 80. Yeah. So, nice reaction there. If we do continue down, 80 probably in the cards. Potential reaction at 82, but I'm guessing we're going down to 80. RSI is resetting very nicely, and so is our momentum wave. Momentum wave almost oversold, so that's a good sign. SNEK is down 6% on the day, currently sitting at 42,186. We talked about yesterday probably going all the way down to 4, because why not? So we'll see if we get that low. It's not that far from here, actually. It's literally right here. So hopefully it holds at around 4. It should be a nice support level, but we'll keep an eye on it. Our RSI and momentum wave resetting. Momentum wave pretty much oversold already. XRP is down 1.13% on the day, breaking below $3, currently sitting at $299.38, a potential retest of the breakout. So we got our breakout, and you could argue that there was a retest right here. You could argue that maybe this was the breakout retest continuation, and that this line needs to be adjusted a little bit maybe. Regardless, it is coming down, and the next support area will be this purple trend line if it loses this $3 level, probably on this 4-hour time frame candle close. So we're probably looking at 288 minimum, not financial advice. RSI is resetting, so is momentum wave. Looks good for a reset. We might even come down to this lower trend line, which I think would actually be a better case scenario versus the upper trend line, because the upper trend line is now crossed and is lower. So yeah, let's see where we go. HBAR is down 1.69%. We broke above 22, broke above 23.5, and we are currently above 23.5 again after a little fake out below potential. If we close above 23.5, great. I would love for HBAR to show a little bit of strength here. I like the green dot on the momentum wave and that curling to the upside, and I like the fact that the RSI is about to cross bullish over the moving average. So HBAR looks a little more bullish than everything else that we've looked at so far. SWE is down 4.95% on the day. I'm sorry, 4.59% on the day. We got above 370, rejected without even touching 391. Broke below 370, couldn't get back above it. Started to fall pretty hard, broke below 353. Got like a midpoint reaction or just like a bearish retest. So we'll see if we break through that or continue to the downside. If we do, look for a reaction around 342. Otherwise, 325 is going to be in play. Let's see if this stinky, stupid thing... I guess that could be our sideways. Right? Am I cheating if I'm looking at average? That's really not even anywhere near the shape. So, yes, I am cheating if I look at the average. Let me just do this. If... Oh, I don't like this. If SWE decides to touch $3 again, which it hasn't yet. It hasn't since back here. But if it does, then we could see this pattern playing out. RSI is resetting, looks really good. So does momentum wave. Momentum wave is oversold at the moment, so see if we get a temporary short-term rebound. Ondo is down 1.71% on the day, currently trading at 103.15. Rejection at 109. Support at $1. Looking good for a potential continuation to the upside. Ondo, RSI resetting, momentum wave, green dot also resetting, almost oversold. I still like this for a continuation on Ondo specifically. Although the shorter, like the frugal target that I like to call it, is kind of played out. Yeah, it pretty much touched it in this wick right here up to like $1.13. But if we're being optimistic and we're looking at the potential higher value, we could go up to 145 if we measure this entire thing, which some people measure it one way, some people measure it another. I'm sure there's a right and a wrong way, and I'm sure somebody's going to tell me eventually. But I don't think that the price action really cares which way is right and which one's wrong. Anyways, it's sitting above $1. That's a big point of contention. Worst case scenario, if we break below $1, 95.35, in my opinion, should hold. It should be at least relatively strong. We'll see. Arrow, for some reason, got an explosive move to the upside. It's up 9.19% on the day. I believe that this is based on the news that Base is considering a Base token to go along with their blockchain, which would make them a direct competitor with Ethereum specifically. And I could be wrong. We'll look at it in the news segment, but I feel like I remember them partnering with somebody about it as well. But Arrow currently sitting at $1.30 after dancing around $1.15. This thing got a pretty nice pump. Little W. This is strictly news based though. Volume looks really good. We'll see if that is sustained later on. RSI and momentum wave also look good, so this might actually hold. Pinlink is down 10.26% on the day. Pinlink actually apparently got sold off for Arrow. They're almost like perfectly correlated. Pinlink got to break below 60 again. Broke above it. Well, longer term, we rejected, broke above it. Support, broke below it, rejected. Are we going to continue the downside, or are we just going to continue to linger sideways? This has been very, very sideways. The fact that it's held well above 50, which is nice. But yeah, I don't know. Eventually it becomes weakness. You got this linger, which broke up, which is good. This linger, which I suppose broke up, but it eventually broke down. They seem to all break up. The problem is this the breakup and it failed? You know? And now it's breaking down? What's going to happen? I don't know. We haven't technically seen a breakdown yet of one of these lingers. Unless you talk about this one, but this is from coming off of like a gigantic blow off top. So that one's a little understandable. We got 20 minutes remaining until the daily close contest, so make sure you guys get your guesses ready. Tom Selleck's said, Mofo, I should have bought some Arrow. Flight Fan said, I hate to ask this, but what do you think about Jasmy? I think Jasmy is a good coin to trade. It's a good coin to gamble on. I don't think it's a good long-term play because the long-term chart looks like doo-doo. I can look at the short term and give you some TA, but it's not going to matter if they're dumping on their holders. I mean, it looks like it's consolidating up, which is nice. Here's my big problem with Jasmy. This thing launched and at some point got up to 36 cents. It's sitting at a penny right now. And it's not going to 36x. We've looked at the inflation. It's literally impossible for it to get back up to all-time highs unless they burn like 50% of the supply, which would require them to purchase 50% of the supply. And I don't think they have the money to do that. Philly said I'm here. Welcome, Philly. Happy Monday. But midterm, short term, it could be bottomed. It could be. It is in an uptrend. That much is obvious. Well, I don't know. It's iffy. There's a clear trend line. The question is it going to hold? And the only reason why I'm questioning that is because there's no obvious trend anywhere. This is very short term. There's only 2 points of confluence here, April and June. And now the third one would be right now, but that could just as easily break below. RSI looks okay. Go to the 4 hour. Okay, that 4 hour RSI looks fine. Yeah. See if it breaks below this 13.5 level. If it does, then the trend is gone. And maybe try to establish something around 9.5. 0.0095. If it gets below a penny, though, again, I don't know. I see that's where it becomes a gamble. You can buy it and catch a sell on one of these ridiculous uptrends because they clearly have good marketing team. That much is obvious. But I don't know if it has the staying power to actually like have a sustained pump that's worth actually investing real money in my opinion. I'm not a financial advisor though, so, and I also am basing that strictly on the information that I have from the last bull market and the chart. Render is down 3.36% on the day, currently trading at 377.37. We broke back below our range, which makes me a little bit sad. We broke below $4. We lost our $3.95, and we're currently sitting at 377, which is nice above 374, 375. If it holds, great. If it breaks down, try to look for support at the purple trend line, which would only be 360. If we lose that, then 350. It's getting iffy. It's getting iffy for render. But again, I think I mentioned this yesterday too. We never technically got a retrace or a retest of that breakout. So that could be it. That's playing out. And I'm also still looking for, because this is a nice little wedge, my like short-term bearish, I would call it, breakout target is 452, which is significantly higher than where it went so far. It only went to like 410, 412. That's not to say that it has to play out that way. We are getting ready to enter oversold territory on the RSI, and your momentum wave definitely oversold with a green dot. So you might get a nice bounce here. Volume's picking up a little bit, starting to pick up a little bit. Yeah, keep an eye out for reaction, especially today, tomorrow. Stellar is down 2.28% on the day, broke out of its range again, just like Render. The bottom line of our range is 38.5. So let's see, where did we get a bounce? 37.5. And it looks like it wants to go up. This is a nice reversal candle. I like the wicks as well. The wicks are indicating that people are buying. So there's some good buying pressure here. Your RSI might be gearing up to cross bullish over the moving average, and your momentum wave is entering oversold as well. So the upside potential is there. Oscillators are reset, and candles are lining up for at least maybe one of these. It might only be 2 candles though, so exercise caution. Volume's picking up as well, so that's a good sign for longer term growth. Polkadot is down 3.71% on the day, currently trading at 415. We broke below 421 after rejecting 459 and losing 444. Support level should be $4. $4 should be really strong support. If we lose that though, then we're looking at like 390, 380. It could drop fast, but I believe that this is probably a retrace, breakout retrace, continuation. So I'd like to see a $4 reaction. Tyler said, I hate this phone. I can't pull up my chats with verticals. What? I can't read today, man. I don't know if you guys notice I'm fumbling over everything. Tyler said, I hate this phone. I can't pull up my chat with screen vertical. It's blocked by home button and all that. Okay. You still have a button? That's kind of funny. I feel like I haven't seen a home button forever. Is it an iPhone? I guess I haven't looked at my fiance's phone in a long time. Cheers, guys. Like, I don't know. I don't pay attention to the construction of the phone. I'm not an iPhone guy. Barcoin is down 5.46% on the day. Broke below 83.27. So we rejected at seemingly like a midpoint. 96, 95. Broke below 90 and confirmed that as resistance. Broke below 84, confirming that as resistance as we speak. If we break back above it, good. If not, we are holding our temporary, what was once a horizontal resistance line. Tom Selleck's Goat said, homeboy rocking a BlackBerry still, right? The word button on phone, like button anywhere near a screen, blocking anything visually, trips me out. How does that work? I will say, my new phone, it's a Google Pixel, has the little camera hole at the top, and the screen like goes around it. Every time I turn it on, I'm like, what is that? And I think it's something on the screen, but it's not. It's just a little camera hole. And it's like messing with my subconscious. Tom Selleck's Goat said, iPhone doesn't have a home button. It's not 2015. What does it have then? Am I crazy? I guess, yeah, the side buttons. That is weird to think about. So yeah, Fartcoin, we'll see if we hold this horizontal now support, previous horizontal resistance at 79.80 level. So far, so good. RSI and momentum wave both reset-ish. RSI potentially getting to a bullish cross over the moving average. Gas is down 2.5%, rejected 9, broke below 8.8, held 8.2. We're sitting at 8.3447 right now. If we continue to the upside, great. If we break down, look for a midpoint reaction around 79 or 80. Otherwise, 76 is definitely in the cards. RSI looks good. Momentum wave has a green dot, leading to potential upside. Volume is very lackluster. I feel really bad saying this. I feel like CAS, unfortunately, right now has nothing going for it. But I'm also completely oblivious to the news, and I could say that about every single coin that I don't really like have a heavy amount invested into. So maybe I'm oblivious to some big news, but they need marketing, man. They had everything. They had it. They were the flavor of the week coin for like a solid month. They were running, and now nobody even knows that it exists. Avalanche is up 1.05%, 1.02%. Getting a little pumpy here. Seemingly lost 29.5. Came down to our Why can't I fix this? Oh, that's my accidental perfectly straight line. Came down to our horizontal support line that we previously rejected 29.5 with and held around 28.3. So let's see. We got rejection, bounce, break, support, break, dance, bounce, break. We're currently sitting at 29.72. Well above 29.51. If we close above 29.51, awesome. We're also getting ready to get a bullish crossover the moving average on the RSI, and we got a green dot on our momentum wave on Market Cipher. Looking good. Tyler said, okay, I have a Google Pixel 10. I just call shit buttons. What am I supposed to say? My home screen icon? Is there an icon? Home screen icon. What? I have a Google Pixel 7, and I don't have that. Home screen icon. Blake Vega said, when are you taking this stream to Pumpkin? Pump Fun. Oh. We used to do meme coins back when they were fun. Now they're just kind of all rugs. We might do a fun one where we go meme coin hunting. Maybe I'll do that for my 365 days. On September 25th, I will have streamed every single day consecutively for 365 days in a row. I have not missed a single day streaming for you guys. I have missed daily closes, but I always stream within a 24-hour period, no matter what's going on, no matter where I am. I haven't streamed on Christmas. So I'm excited to get to that 1 year mark. It's going to be quite an accomplishment. Tyler said, sorry, my home circle icon, LMAO. This phone gets gayer and gayer. Yeah, you're digging a hole, Tyler. My home circle. I don't have a home circle icon either. The lock button? Oh, there is a little house down there. Is it on the lock screen though? I'm confused. I'm still confused. The home circle button does sound pretty gay though. I'm not gonna lie. Chainlink is up down 2.08%. Got a nice bounce off of 23.2. And rejection, or seemingly resistance, at 23.8. We'll see if this turns into some kind of a little cushion zone. Hopefully we don't end up getting a head and shoulders here. If we did, I suppose, whoops, pressing the wrong buttons. I suppose the target could potentially be probably 21.6. Unfortunately, if this did one of these, that would be the entire move. I think. Totally guessing, speculating. We're fantasizing right now. RSI potentially getting a bullish crossover the moving average coming up here, and your momentum wave does have a green dot pointing to the upside. Doge is down 3.53% on the day, currently trading at 26.81. We broke below 28.18 and turned it into resistance, continuing to the downside, with a potential reaction at 26, which is interesting. So we'll see if that turns into a support level later. Volume looks really, really good on Doge. It is genuinely like building real volume, real momentum. This is cool to see. You got a little bit of volume here, and then it kind of flutters away, and then bam, big move, big volume. Looks good. That's what we want to see. That to me is what signals alt season, when volume increases with the price. If volume stays the same, then it's the same Joe Blow that just sold last week, and he's FOMOing back in because he's an idiot. But Doge did get a rejection at 30, and like I said, broke below 28. Kind of getting like a midpoint reaction right here. Midpoint between 28 and 25, around 26.5. So we'll see what happens. But like I said, volume looks really good. Potential bullish cross over the moving average on the RSI coming up soon. And your momentum wave didn't quite reach oversold over here, but it is on the lower half, which is good. Tyler said, yep, I read that. Tom Saltzcoat said, Doge builds momentum means retail is coming. Exactly. I mean, you can see it. It tells a story with the volume increasing. NEAR is down 3.07% on the day, getting a nice retest of our upper trend line, which is around 256. We didn't quite touch it, but again, these lines can be adjusted to touch it. Look at that. Wow. And what did I do? Nothing, actually. We got a lot of candle body touches still, so it looks good. I like it. So we got a nice retest of our purple trend line. Our upper trend line turned lower trend line now. Breakout, retest, break, test, attempt, failure, bounce, break, bounce, Let's see if we continue to the upside and get a solid break over 269. Otherwise, if we reject, then maybe we're coming down to 251. I would love to see a break, though, and then just a continuation from there. That'd be sick. RSI almost entirely reset. Same with your momentum wave is definitely entirely reset. It is entering oversold territory, so that is a good sign. Room to move up. Pengu's down 4.81%, broke below 33.8. We're currently sitting at 33.0. I guess midpoint reaction around like 3.22. So we'll see what happens with that. Not much to report on Pengu. Pengu's been very, very sideways. Horizontal resistance up here still holding strong at around 38.4, 38.5. It was incredibly overbought. Momentum wave. Green dot on the momentum wave. It is also oversold. Yeah. We'll see how the RSI reacts if we get a move up. Silver is down 0.14% on the day, currently trading at 42.61. If this thing continues up, I suppose the next point of interest, in my opinion, with it being like a, I'm assuming all-time high. Maybe not, local high at least. It's been such a long time that it's pretty much all-time high, regardless. I would look for 45 for the next level of meaningful resistance. DXY is down 0.01%. Not really doing a whole lot. Just continuing to linger to the downside. MicroStrategy is down 1.1%, sitting at 3. Am I back? Did. Come on, stream. Did the stream rug. Are we back? Back. What do I do? Come on, man. Nuh-uh. Oh, are we back? I think we're back. Come on. Oh, it's not a Timu computer. Come on. It said it reconnected. I'm waiting. Am I waiting? What do? Do I get back on? I was back for a second, dude. Is that it? Are we good? Oh my gosh, my drop frames is out of control. Come on. No? Is that it? Are we good? I can't tell. Okay, I'm going to refresh my version of the stream over here. Are we good? It says it's live, but it's definitely like 30 seconds behind. Wow. Oh no. Raise my right hand, Tyler. Tyler's message just popped up. It says, JJ, raise your right hand. I'm raising my right hand. That's my right hand. I'm not saying that. Are we back? I think that there's a huge delay. All right, I'm going to do the daily close contest. I'm going back to Bitcoin. There's probably a gigantic delay, but I'm doing it anyways. Let's go down to the 1 minute time frame. I can't believe that worked. What is it gonna look like when it finally uploads like properly? The whole stream is just gonna be like a bunch of fuzzy stuff. Billy said rugged. I think we're good. I think we're good now, right? All right, daily close contest, guys. Just get the damn guesses in. We'll worry about it later. We're doing it live. Billy said I'm gonna text JJ on Twitter. Are you texting me or are you DMing me? Needs to reset. I don't think I need to reset. I think we're good, aren't I? Yeah, I'm good. Click on live. Yeah, we're good. I'm waiting on you guys. I'm waiting on you guys. I already said it in the chat. There we go. J Shear 2.0 coming in. There's going to be like a 5-minute delay. The stream is a mess. Oh! Oh my gosh. We got 19 people watching this shit show. All right. We got J Shear 2.0 coming in first with 115269. Billy said, JJ, you're coming in loud and clear. I don't think I am. There's a huge delay. Brandon Hilgen coming in with 115,273.63. Tom Sullick Goat, who I believe won yesterday, coming in with 115,310. Anybody else? Anybody at all? Justin Mahacek? I forgot how to say it. How do I say the last part of your last name? Zero said, yo, what's going on, Zero? Appreciate you. 115080.50. JShoot 2.0 changing 115,269. Okay, got you. That's what I have. Okay, click on live. Oh, I think we're good. I think we're good now. Are we good? Oh my gosh, what a recovery. Recovery of a lifetime. I don't know what happened. I'm gonna blame it on my family. That's just the most passive aggressive, like, psychopathic thing. That is that weird that that's just like in my brain a 90s parent? Like open up the door. Hey, who's messing with the Wi-Fi? Oh man. Alright. Guys, you got 2 minutes and 28 seconds remaining on the clock for you guys to get your guesses in for the daily close contest. Smash the like button, subscribe if you're new. Technical difficulties averted. Thank you, Bill Gates. Thank you, Steve Wozniak. Appreciate you guys. Thank you, Julius Bluetooth. Wasn't the guy that invented Bluetooth like, or it was named after like some Greek something? I don't remember. Because, you know, they had Wi-Fi back then. In the movie 300, the reason why they were able to fight so well and everything was not because of how buff and strong they were and stuff like that. It was because they had faster Wi-Fi. They weren't doing dial-up. Everybody else was on dial-up. Giovanni coming in with 115,331.08. I had an idea for a series. Tyler, make it a change 115,369. I'll take it. I've been kind of mean to Tyler lately. Tyler coming in with 115,369. Billy coming in with 115,000,325. What? All right, that's what I'm doing. That's what you get. That's what you get, Billy. Tom Selleck's Goat said full rug. No, it better not be. No, we're good. Ah, we're good. We're good. Good on my end. Rugged again? You guys are messing with me. We did not rug. Rigged. Okay, back now. This is it. This is the stream that you guys get. My hot check. Okay, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. Tom Salkscoat said weird. It's because I mentioned Steve Jobs and, not Steve Jobs, I'm sorry. Bill Gates and Steve Wozniak. They want to suppress the daily close contest. They're trying to get us to sell our bags. Ladies and gentlemen, I will not be got. Time's up. Thank you for participating in the daily close contest. Let's get these bad boys up on the board. I don't even care who's watching. I'm gonna just, this is just for me at this point. 115,369. I'm watching it right now. You guys might have to refresh. All right, who's this? Giovanni? Gosh, if you're ever hot, put tinfoil on your head. 115,331, or cold, I'm sorry, 0.08. It like instantly fries your brain. That pulse play said I rushed home for this. don't get into a car accident. 115,325. I hope you rushed home safely. Look at that. Bitcoin getting a little bit pumpy. That's why they're cutting us off. Tom Selleck-Scoat. Bluetooth named after 10th century Viking. Okay, that's what I thought it was, something crazy like that. Who's this? Tom Selleck-Scoat. 115,310. Gosh, you guys are bunched up, ain't you? 115,273.63. And this is Brendan Hilgen. Jay Shear 2.0. Coming in with 115,269. And 115,080.5 is Justin Mahachek. Okay, cool. Got them all up. Currently, Tyler's in the lead. 115,417 and 54 cents. Billy said, JJ, your modem eats ass. What you got? Dial up? Tom Salkscoat said, I watch Alex Jones every day. I always have tinfoil on my head. You should just get it like installed in your hair then at that point. I feel like it'd be easier. I guess then you couldn't take it off though. It does get a little hot. Ladies and gentlemen, are we back? Are we back now? We're good? The tinfoil worked. It did its job. Thank you, Reynolds Wrap. All right. We got 2 minutes and 30 seconds remaining on the clock. We had like 23 people watching at one point. And then the stream rugged 1,000 times. But we're doing pretty good today. Cheers, guys. Happy Monday. Yes, I got yours, Billy. You're on the board. All right, ladies and gents. Bitcoin, 115,417 and 55 cents. Seemingly flatlining. We got exactly 2 minutes remaining on the clock for the daily close contest. Tyler is still in the lead. Bitcoin flatlining. It's very, very hot in my office. 115,417, 54. I don't know what happened this time with the stream. It was weird. I bet you I'm gonna go ask the family when I'm done. I bet you they connected to the internet. So it's gonna be something stupid like that. Which is ridiculous. They should be able to connect to the internet and do whatever the hell they want. It's 2025. You know. I pay my damn internet bill. Bitcoin, 115,417 and 55 cents. 1 minute and 21 seconds remaining on the clock. Tyler still in the lead. And quite a big lead he has. If the price dumps below him, Giovanni will be in play. Oh, here we go. 115,404 and 80 cents. We have exactly 60 seconds remaining on the clock. There it comes. Dumpy. Mr. Tyler is very close to potentially winning up to $100. 53 seconds remaining on the clock. 115,380 and 64 cents on Bitcoin. What's it going to be? Pump, dump, chop? Are we going to get a flatline close? What do you guys think? 40 seconds left on the clock. 115,380 and 64 cents. We have successfully unrugged the stream. I repeat, we have successfully unrugged the stream. 115,380 and 63 cents. Continuing. Oh, Giovanni Fontes now in the lead. 115, 366 and 24 cents. Did Mr. Tyler get too greedy? Oh my gosh, here it comes even further. Ladies and gentlemen, in an unprecedented change, a God candle to the downside on the 1 minute time frame. 7 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, the winner of today's daily close contest, Mr. Giovanni Fontes, knocking out Mr. Tyler for the first place win today. Bitcoin daily close 115, 349.71. I repeat, Bitcoin daily close 115, 349.71. Congratulations, Giovanni, on your victory. 115, 349.71. Very cool. Ladies and gentlemen, spam the bananas in the chat for our winner. What a game. Mr. Giovanni Fontes. With a guess of 115, 331.08. Congratulations, my friend. Photo finish. That was a close one. I feel like it's been a while since we had a nice close match like that. Let me go back up to the 4-hour time frame. See, I knew he just had to push through. Justice prevailed. And the stream unrugged. Ladies and gentlemen, Tyler said, well, did I win? What do you mean? Are you guys behind? My stream is up to date. Is it behind? No, it's up to date. You guys got to refresh. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Giovanni Fontes is the winner. Congratulations, my friend. Let me spam bananas. All right. Congratulations, Giovanni, on your victory. Ladies and gentlemen, spam the bananas. I'm not seeing any bananas. I'm assuming you guys are like 5 minutes behind. Yay! Giovanni's the winner. And there's something in my eyeball. Oh, that's funny. That's funny, man. Okay. Transition back to our regularly scheduled programming. Giovanni Fontes now with 12 wins, just under JShear 2.0. Let's get spicy. Add Giovanni to the winner's Google Doc. And ladies and gentlemen, something magical has happened. Can I get a drum roll, please? The winner of today's daily close contest with a guess of 115, 331 and 8 cents and an actual Bitcoin daily close of 115, 349 and 71 cents on September 15th, 2025, Mr. Giovanni Fontes' prize is a grilled bratwurst. Congratulations, Giovanni, on your victory. Feel free to slice this bad boy up and serve it to your friends, family, your peers, your fellow competitors, or you can keep it all to yourself. Whatever you do, you are legally obligated to remove it from the premises. Congratulations once again on your victory. Enjoy. All right. Sweet. Cheers, guys. Happy Monday. Happy unrugged stream. Very cool. Tyler said, that's why I didn't win, but I was close. What do you mean? That's a hot dog. It's the same thing. I was nervous, man. I was nervous when it was close to Tyler. I was like, did I do it? Because I picked the daily close price today. Every time I pick anything sausage, any kind of sausage, hot dog, bratwurst, anything like that, I'm like, damn, Tyler's going to win today. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got some news articles to go through. Let me finish going through our charts first. I think I was on MicroStrategy, NASDAQ. looking beautiful on the day. 24,286 and 60 cents. Very nice. S&P record highs 66.15.29. Let's freaking go. Bitcoin dominance 58.14. Hopefully that was the top and it just starts to plummet. We shall see. Congratulations, Giovanni, once again on your victory. Enjoy your grilled bratwurst. Very cool. I'm glad the stream unrubbed. That's it seems like a weird thing to say, but that would have sucked to have to reset everything. Tyler said it was probably because I didn't get to see through the buffer, so I couldn't manipulate. LOL, right? That's true. That's true. All right, we got Watch Your Guru. SEC Chair Paul Atkins says they will start issuing warnings before they take aggressive enforcement actions against companies. That's nice. Michael Saylor's strategy buys 525 Bitcoin worth $60.4 million. President Trump says pending SEC approval, companies will no longer be required to report earnings quarterly, but instead every 6 months. Wouldn't that defeat the purpose of the quarter? Like, I don't know. Biannually seems... That sounds kind of crappy. That's just me, though. Just have fun said, what we buying? Probably a new modem. New router. Multicoin buys 6,822 Solana, worth $1.58 billion. That's a lot of money. PayPal to integrate Bitcoin and Ethereum into its new peer-to-peer payment system. Very cool. Don't they already have that? They already have crypto. Am I confused? President Trump to speak with Chinese President Xi Jinping on Friday to finalize TikTok deal. Wow. Gold reaches new all-time high of $3,680. S&P 500 closes above 6,600 for the first time ever. Hell yeah. Michael Saylor and multiple crypto executives to meet U.S. lawmakers tomorrow to help advance strategic Bitcoin reserve bill. Pretty sure Charles Hoskinson is going to be there. And a bunch of other people. It's going to be a cool time. Justin Mekachek said, time for another dab? Yes, sir. Mahachek. XRP 420, LOL? What is XRP? I feel like 420. Let's see. 420? I feel like 420 might be a possibility. That'd be pretty sick, actually. What would that take? Because it's already number 2. So let me just do... This is going to be me throwing something crazy out there. I don't think that XRP is going to flip ETH. It would be really funny if it did. But just to see the numbers, 420 is no doubt a possibility. If it was half the market cap of Ethereum, it would be well over 450, 458, I think. So 420, I feel like, is totally possible with what they've already done. Is it probable? I have no idea. But it's possible as far as the market cap is concerned, based on where they're at right now. Potentially significant from tech dev, we have a potential, and this is the business cycle chart he's been showing off for like a month. Every time this bad boy crosses is when the price of Bitcoin goes parabolic. And it looks like it's crossing right now. I don't know if this is a daily thing. I don't know what time frame it measures, but we're going to keep an eye on tech dev and see what he posts next. Hopefully, we just start to skyrocket. That'd be sick. Michael Saylor's strategy bought 525 Bitcoin. We already know that. Trump said companies and corporations should no longer be forced to report on a quarterly basis. Marty Party also posted this week ahead. Monday, Saylor announces another Bitcoin purchase. Tuesday, U.S. retail sales. South Korea will end its 2018 ban on crypto firms' VC funding. Also, South Korea caps crypto lending at 20% interest, bans leveraged loans. Wednesday, Trump visits UK. Nvidia's Huang, OpenAI's Sam Altman, Blackstone CEO, and BlackRock's Larry Fink will also be joining Trump. BOC meeting cut expected. FOMC meeting 25 basis point cut expected. Cut for the first time in 9 months. A 50 basis point cut would signal that Fed is worried about the economy. We will also get updated dot plot and economic projections. Market focus will focus on any dissent and what Powell says about future rate cuts. What is BE? We expect the FOMC to cut rates by 25 basis points. That won't be because economic data on both sides of Fed's mandate, price stability, and full employment warrant it. Rather, The markets expect a rate cut. The White House wants it, and we think Powell is doing what he sees as needed to fend off further threats to the Fed's independence. Okay. Thursday, Meta Developer Conference, Mark Zuckerberg keynote will discuss smart glasses and AI. I feel like the smart glasses thing is such a weird... I've never in my life have I gone, wow, I wish my glasses were smart and had cameras and a bunch of other crap on them. They're glasses. Like, I'll buy a VR headset, but smart glasses just seems weird to me. ByteDance's deadline to sell TikTok or face US ban is on Thursday. Ooh, that's going to be controversial. BOE meeting expected to leave rates unchanged. MKR SKY upgrade deadline. Rex Osprey Dogecoin ETF expected to begin trading. Really? On Thursday? That'd be crazy. Friday, Bank of Japan meeting expected to leave rates unchanged. Yeah, I believe every other country has cut rates like 5 or 6 times now. And we've cut rates 0 times. Marty Party posted, Jesse Pollock says Base exploring launch of network token. Base also launched new bridge between Solana and Base. In my opinion, where does this leave Ethereum? So that, I think, is why Aerodrome went so crazy today. We also have stablecoin market cap hitting 302.28 billion. I really genuinely believe that this is just going to grow exponentially and it's going to outgrow crypto as a whole. Prediction market Kalshi surpasses 1 billion in monthly volume. I believe that that is going to make Polymarket more prevalent, and any other prediction market is probably going to be at least speculative enough to where it's going to make a crap ton of money. So not financial advice. I would look for other prediction markets that you can invest into. We got investors are pouring into capital markets, or capital into investment funds at a record pace. US ETFs have seen 825 billion in net inflows year to date. This is on track to exceed the record 1.1 trillion set in 2024. Equity ETFs attracted 475 billion, accounting for the vast majority of inflows. In the first half of 2025 alone, inflows hit 543 billion, the most on record. Last month, investors poured over 120 billion into ETFs led by large equity and bond funds. Investors can't get enough stocks. I think people are learning the importance, and maybe I'm crazy. Maybe it's literally just because the M2 money supply is so high. But I like to think of myself as a good retail indicator, and I had zero financial literacy until I got into crypto. And I feel like everybody got into crypto during the 2019-2020 era with the GameStop thing too. Crypto and investing in general, it was very normalized, and it should have been a long time ago. But people are becoming more financially literate out of necessity. They need to save money. They need to not spend money. They need to not finance stupid things. They need to not have ridiculous interest rates on debt that they can't repay. So they're figuring out what they need to do. And part of what they need to do, in my opinion, and what I've had success with, is invest. It's stupid to keep your money in fiat. And I feel like everyone's learning that very, very quickly. So investments are the better alternative to just owning fiat. Fiat is a waste of money. It really is. That's the bottom line. Fiat is a waste of money. That Plus Player wants to check Ray. I'm sorry. Ray. Yes, we can check Ray. Just Have Fun said Bitcoin deserves credit. Strategy buys another 525, bringing total earnings or total holdings to 600. Wow. 638,985 Bitcoin. That's freaking insane. Ooh, Pithy is up 12.6%. Let's go. Ray is down 20% on the day. Okay, so we double rejected 1172. 1, 2. We broke straight through 1014 and 935. Can we find midpoint support? Maybe. There's a strong case for 81-ish, strictly based on these right here. You got resistance, 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 and resistance. So the potential is there for, what is it? It's like right here. Just look up 82. 82. I would call it 82. Strong case for that to be a potential support, and that is based on this inverse head and shoulders that played out. very nicely. Maybe it's a breakout retest. That'd be sick. This definitely is played out, though. Like, this is no longer relevant. It played out entirely, 100%. But your neckline can be support still. Look for a reaction there. If you break below that, 74, 75 is going to be nice psychological. Otherwise, 555 is in the cards. Congratulations, Giovanni, once again on your victory. Enjoy your grilled bratwurst. Delicious. What's your guys' go-to condiments on a nice big fat bratwurst in like a delicious brioche bun? Elon Musk reported buying over 2.5 million Tesla shares according to a filing. That's pretty funny. Because, you know, he let the price plummet because everyone was all moody and stuff because of his political dealings. And then he just bought the crap out of it. Now it's going up like crazy. Because he literally knows what's going on. It's too funny, man. It's just too funny to me. Bitwise has filed with the SEC to launch an Avalanche ETF, and I think that probably is the result as a cause of Avalanche's nice little pump yesterday. Avalanche is holding up better than everything else in this watch list, which is crazy. Am I surprised? No. But it's nice to finally see. We got Helios raising over $500 million, establishing the Solana Treasury Company. Very cool. Bitcoin supply on exchanges falling to a 7-year low. We got a couple of scenarios from this gentleman named Ted Pillows. The Fed will cut rates in just 2 days. JP Morgan and other big analysts are expecting a market dump before reversal. Scenario 1, Bitcoin will dump towards 104,000 level before reversal. Scenario 2, Bitcoin will dump towards 92K, which also has a CME gap before a reversal and a new all-time high. Okay. I'm okay with both of those. Bikeki the God said, I picked my 4 and I'm going all in. Render, Virtual, Aerodrome, and Pengu. Okay. I like those. So I know Render, Aerodrome, and Pengu. I'm familiar with those 3. Virtual, I've heard of. I have not looked too much into it, though. Can you give me like an elevator pitch? What is virtual? Because I like that the diversity in Render, Aerodrome, and Pengu. I like that. And last but not least, guys, we got an update of what's coming out this week. Tomorrow we have August retail sales data. Wednesday, Fed interest rate decision and FOMC press conference and Fed dot plot projections. Thursday, Philadelphia Fed manufacturing index and initial jobless claims data. So we'll continue to update this until Thursday, obviously. Wednesday's going to be the big day. I'm super stoked, very excited to see what happens. If we do get a dump, pretty good short opportunity, I'm not going to lie. I am going to be careful. I don't even know if I'm going to trade. If I do, it's going to be a complete YOLO. Like, I'm expecting to lose this money setup. And I might open up a short prior, which I think is the dumbest decision, by the way. Don't do what I do unless you are fully self-aware that I'm doing it knowing that I'm probably going to lose my money. But I am going to open up a very, very low leverage short leading into the Fed rate cut. And if I get liquidated, I get liquidated. I'm probably going to set up a stop loss so that I don't get liquidated. But you never know. I think it's a fun bet to make. So Bitcoin's still chilling at 115, 219. Let's do our portfolio updates. Oops, I gotta click on this guy. And then, yeah, 1K to 10K Grok portfolio is now down $19. Currently we have 5 assets in profit, 5 that are in the red. And the ones that are in the red are apparently down so bad that they're dragging down the other 5. In profit, we got Sol is up $39, ADA is up $11, Doge is up $10, Ondo's up $3, and Render is also up $3. Near, Proppy, Shib, Fetch, and Aptos are all down. Then we have our Memecoin portfolio, which is outperforming the Grok portfolio. In profit, $2. There is one asset here. Nope, 2 assets that are negative. Giga is down $107, and SNEK is down $9. Pepe is up 26, Doge is up 27, and Whip is up 63. Then we have our narrative portfolio, my favorite, and what was once the best performer, now being outshined by the perfect entry portfolio that you guys built. This portfolio is currently in profit $89.41. It is made up of one decentralized physical infrastructure coin, one meme coin, one gaming coin, one real world asset coin, and one, what's the other one? What is the other one? It is made up of a meme coin, a decentralized physical infrastructure coin, artificial intelligence coin, real world asset coin, and gaming coin. That's what it is. I forgot AI, I think. And it is killing it. Currently, there's only one asset that is negative, and that is VeChain is down $12. Fetch is up 8. Tao's up 18. Mana's up 20. And Pepe's up 53. Then we got our perfect entry portfolio, which is the best performer. Absolutely exploding to the upside. There is $900 initial investment in this bad boy. It is currently up $181. You guys built this entire portfolio voting in chat. And we have one more asset to build, or to add, which I'm going to say that if we get a dump on Wednesday, we are going to do a vote on Wednesday for what asset to add into this in order to complete our initial $1,000 investment. But currently we're already up $1,081. The entire idea with this portfolio is to buy when everyone's freaking out. Buy when there's blood in the streets. Buy when everyone's insisting that we've topped and that we're going down forever. And it has proved to be the most lucrative portfolio so far. There is one asset that is negative right now, and that is Render. It is down $8. The Graph is up $2. Pith is up 4. Sui's up 14. Ondo's up 15. ETH is up 16. Sol is up 30. Crow is up 48. And Chainlink is up 56. Chainlink officially flipping Crow. Crow was outperforming Chainlink for a little while. Sol slowly creeping up. Everything else falling a little bit behind, but the fact that everything's up, except for Render, is pretty sick. You guys are killing it. All right. 1K to 10K. Let's go refresh our liquidation heat map and see where we're at. Bitcoin 115, 201, and 67 cents. Pretty quiet. Bikeki the God said virtual protocol is an AI agent's great ecosystem. Okay. Let me see. Virtuals protocol. Society. Oh, is this the cool one that's in... Is this in Minecraft? What? There's a whole... Like, this actually has a layer 1, doesn't it? On Deck Screener? Or am I making that up? Am I making that up? Maybe I made that up. I think I made it up. Is this the one that's in Minecraft? Because there's one that has like a whole Minecraft map where they all like live. So this thing's just made up of AI agents. ACP, build, virtual. I guess I'll have to look into it a little bit more. I understand the society of AI agents, but why? I'll have to look it up on YouTube or something. Maybe have somebody else explain it. Need to add bio to the mix. Is there room for one more? Yes, there actually is. So the perfect entry portfolio is the concept that we've been doing to add coins. Is we'll have 4 different people pick one asset. You guys just sound off in the chat. We're not going to do it right now. And the whole point is to do it when the prices are down. So we're going to wait for the market to get a little dip. And when everyone's freaking out, it can be the first day of the dip. It can be the second day. I don't know. We'll play it by ear. But if Wednesday gets really dippy, or Thursday, Friday, people are freaking out, we're probably going to add to it. And we just have one person, or one guess per person, one submission per person. The first 4 submissions in the chat of what coin to add, we put into a poll, and then the entire community votes on the poll, and you guys pick something out of that. So right now, if Tom Selleck Scout, Just Have Fun, That Pulse Playa, and BKK all suggested Link, ETH, Ondo, and Crow, if Link, ETH, Ondo, and Crow weren't on here, then I would put all 4 of those into a poll, and you guys would vote. And if Crow got the most votes, then we would be adding Crow. Again, if it wasn't on here. Just Have Fun said, World Liberty Financial, what do you think? I'm not sure what to think about that one, to be completely honest. I have mixed feelings. I don't know if I'll ever buy it myself. Maybe that'll be a dumb decision, but I watched my boss FOMO into DJT. unfortunately, at the top. The dude, and I feel really bad, legit called me. I don't know why I typed it in like a meme coin. He called me at like 7 o'clock in the morning. And he's like, Donald Trump's coin is changing names and it's up. It's at $70 right now. Literally no joke right here. He's like, how do we get some? And I said, I can buy some. Normally, I would tell him to chill and we'll look into it, which I should have. But I let him know, I said, I can buy some for you right now. How much do you want? And he said, I want 10. So I bought $700 worth of this coin and he paid me back that day. And he now owns 10 of these, not coin, 10 of these shares, which are now worth $174, which is pretty awful. But maybe it'll go up like crazy. There's a very obvious trend here of downside, which is pretty telling. But maybe it's a wedge, and maybe it'll explode. Maybe he'll be a genius. Regardless, I have similar feelings about World Liberty Finance, and the unlock. I don't know. Everything about it was a little like ugh, to me. I should have bought some. I think it would have been fun, but I didn't, and it is what it is. I almost bought some of the NFTs too. They all kind of go the same way, it seems. They might do well for a little while, and then they just kind of are forgotten about. So, but it is what it is. To each their own. You know, the Trump family has a lot more money than I do, so I can't really talk shit. Harry Manback said, we're rolling through to lend support and say, keep rocking it, JJ. Appreciate you, Harry Manback. Love your name. Matt Peter Peppers wants to take a look at Roar from Roaring Kitty. Or based on Roaring Kitty. Fart Live. Let's go. They have a competition. It's pretty sick. I feel like I could do a fart competition. I'd have to eat the right foods, though. Ooh, okay. So, retrace, it seems to have had trouble around 11-ish, 11.5, 11.5, let's call it 11.5. Rejected 11.5, found support, or front ran 10. Got a nice little bounce right there. Are we establishing a flag is the question. Right here, you got a pump, dump, continuation. That looks good. And now I'm guessing you're probably maybe going to do one of these. And that's going to be a nice flag. Hold on. It's a lot harder to draw in here than it is in TradingView. Something like that. I don't know. You could do a wedge. It could just do a flag that chops down to the right a little bit. It might not do any of those things. Volume looks really good. It's picking up. And you are no longer overbought on your RSI on the 4-hour time frame, which is good. You are very, very close to entering new all-time high territory. Your current all-time high, I'm going to mark this just because I feel like it's relevant. Is right there. Can I add text? Is that a thing? In here? Or no? No? Yes, I can. Okay. Oh, right there. Yeah, sweet. Okay. Current all-time high. So yeah, you get above 15, 16, and it is game on. You got to see if you can make it touch a 12 next for current price action. I like where it's going, though. I do. I really do. Is this... If I squeeze that bad boy down. Give him one of those. I kind of like that. I'm going to do... this. A little bit more, a little bit more. Yeah. See if you get this guy. So, not financial advice. This is where we're getting into the degenerate speculation. Let's see if you get a touch of 10 and a bounce off of that that sends you into the stratosphere on September 16th, which is tomorrow. Again, degenerate speculation. But it looks good. The runway looks clear. Watch out for a double top. Watch out for overbought. Watch out for volatility. You know, I don't know what the distribution is on this. 31 buys, 23 sells. There seems to be more people buying at the moment. Just be careful. We're on ETH. Let's go. Harry said rolling through. Justin said, I like WLFI under 25 cents for a spot bag. Okay. Blake said, watch WLFI play out like pump. Similar charts. I could see that. I do find it interesting that they just like listed on every... Okay, this is actually a little bit promising. It's not a dump on the listing, which is almost an anomaly. That I feel like that never happens. It usually dumps it immediately. 21.93. It is under 25. What is the purpose, I guess? They're probably... See, I can't see them doing this and it just being a one-off cash grab. They know that they could make a shit ton of money off of this. So if World Liberty facilitates some semblance of stablecoin something, which I think that it is already, then it could prove lucrative for an investment. I feel like stablecoins are going to be a big focus, and a lot of people are overlooking that. Okay, total 3, 111. Midpoint still holding. Green dot on our momentum wave. Let's go take a look at total 2. Okay. I think I adjusted this a couple of times. Maybe not. Maybe not. I might not have, actually. This might be the bottom for total 2. And we might linger until tomorrow. Ooh, I kind of like that. Let's see if we get a bounce tomorrow. A little bit of pumpage. That'd be exciting. And then total 1. Crypto total market cap. We had this lovely descending range that we broke bullish out of. We got a rejection, break, retest, continuation, midpoint rejection. Wow, that's a really good straight line. Midpoint rejection. Support at 392. We're currently sitting at 394. If we get a continuation to the upside, sweet. We will see what happens. I think everyone's going to be bearish right now because FOMC is coming up. They're all expecting a dump post FOMC, and the charts don't look great right now. They don't look bad, but if they're not going straight up, then according to everyone, it's over and we've topped and it's time to sell. So if I had $1 every time I heard that, that's why these exchanges make so much money, dude. All the indecisiveness, everyone buying and selling every other day because they're emotionally invested, is probably the biggest way to make money, man. Justin said, did you hear they opened a new live exchange and trading floor in Miami, Florida? Really? I did not know that. That's actually pretty sick. Miami is probably the cocaine capital of the world, so I'm sure the traders there are going to do really, really well. That's interesting. Smart place. They should open up one in Colombia. Or Cuba, you know? That'd be kind of funny. All right. Congratulations, Giovanni, once again on your victory. Enjoy. I think I'm going to call it, guys. I think I'm going to call it. Pretty chill day today. We got FOMC anticipation on Wednesday. Tomorrow is going to be probably another Monday, I'm sure. We'll see what happens. Maybe we get a pretty sick rebound out of our prices, but for now, we're just going to watch and wait. Feel free to join the Discord down in the description. It's completely free. It's a lot of fun. There's not a lot of people there all the time, but we're slowly building a community. And when it gets big enough, I'm sure somebody will be in there talking every single day. But for now, it's just a chill spot. But yeah. As always, if Bitcoin starts to do anything crazy, I will hop back on. Otherwise, I will see you all tomorrow. Appreciate you guys. Smash the like button on your way out. Happy Monday, and good night.